Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Storytimes with RJ. Today I have a new guest. I'll let her introduce herself.
Hello, everyone. I'll just introduce myself as Tracy, the listener, for this one.
Tracy, the listener.
Yes.
Great. I might have to change the name because the name of one of the characters here is Tracy. So I'll use a different name.
No, you can just use Tracy. I'm
No, no,
intrigued
no.
to see.
All
Mhm.
right, here goes. So the story starts with a dialogue, just for context. Okay. Hello, you must be Kajuju, and you must be Ngoni. They embraced warmly, and she had a chance to drown in his scent. Just like all Nairobi men, he was savage by Dior. But his had a different, fruity addition that made her knees buckle and her heart race. Perhaps it's how it blended with his male mask, or perhaps it was the Patek on his wrist that looked really good as he stood beside his German automobile. Kajuju was mesmerized at his ability to throw on an outfit, and from her experience, men in their mid 30s had a uniform: the blue blazer, the checked shirt, khaki pants, and a brown shoe combination, or the Kamaki style shirts with the maroon pants. She had put on her favorite white floral dress, that sundress that hugged her rolls in a perfect symphony of elegance and grace. Her pink Michael Kors purse only accentuated the aesthetic the matching heels had established. He took a second to revel in her beauty, placing a soft kiss on her right hand before lifting her hand over her head and guiding her through a slow twirl. He stopped midway to stare into her eyes. Left bereft, she chuckled in a breath. He pulled her closer, confide, confided as the savage, applying sauvage, would proceed. He muffled hello, and she faintly smiled, almost as if she manufactured cosmetics on her cheek. She had mastered the art of the swoon. His hand lay adjacent to skeletal support, her leg inclined, as if she was ready to go. It was a story of two stars. Or could it be two scars? So, are we thinking Misono or Ocean Basket? She asked teasingly. I was thinking Ocean Basket, but I've been craving sashimi for the longest time. She got into his car, and they drove off toward the city center, engaging in light banter along the way. The Nairobi streets were bustling with life. The mixture of car horns, street vendors, and the distant hum of music from nearby clubs created a vibrant atmosphere. As they entered the restaurant, the aroma of fresh seafood wafted through the air, immediately whetting their appetites. The dimly lit interior was adorned with nautical themed decor, giving the place a cozy and inviting ambience. They were seated by the window, overlooking the city lights, adding a touch of enchantment to the evening. Ngoni ordered an array of sushi rolls and sashimi, wanting to share his passion for Japanese cuisine with Kajuju. She was intrigued by his enthusiasm and willingness to explore different flavors. As they waited for their food to arrive, their conversation flowed effortlessly. They talked about their careers, their families, their dreams, and their shared love for traveling. Their laughter was genuine, and the connection between them grew stronger with each passing moment. Kajuju found herself drawn not only to Ngoni's magnetic charm, but also to his depth of character. He was a man who had seen the world, experienced its highs and lows, and still managed to retain his sense of wonder. The plates of sushi arrived, a colorful assortment that was almost too beautiful to eat. They shared bites here and there, exchanged recommendations, and playfully competed over who could use chopsticks more adeptly. As the evening progressed, the initial nerves melted away, leaving behind a comfortable companionship that felt like reuniting with an old friend. After the meal, they strolled along the nearby boulevard, the city lights creating a romantic backdrop. Nguni extended his arm, and Kajuju looped her arm through his, savoring the warmth of his touch. They wandered from shop to shop, occasionally stopping to admire something that caught their eye. As they passed a street artist, Nguni suggested that they have a caricature drawn together. The artist captured their essence beautifully on paper, freezing that moment in time. when two souls connected amidst the vibrant tapestry of the city. Eventually, they found themselves back at Ngoniska. The night was still young, and neither of them was ready to say goodbye. They leaned against the car, sharing stories under the starlit sky. It was a night of vulnerability and openness, a night where two individuals allowed themselves to be seen for who they truly were. As the night breeze carried a hint of the ocean scent, Ngoni reached into his pocket and took out a small box. He looked at Kajuju with a mixture of hope and uncertainty in his eyes. Opening the box, he revealed a delicate seashell necklace. It's not much, but I saw it in a shop the other day, and it reminded me of you, he said softly. Touched by the gesture, Kajuju felt her heart swell with emotion. She took the necklace from the box and turned around, offering him her hair to help fasten it around her neck. His fingers brushed against her skin, sending a shiver down her spine. Thank you, she whispered, her voice carrying all the unspoken feelings between them. The night carried on, filled with shared dreams, whispered secrets, and stolen glances that held the promises of a future yet to unfold. As the clock ticked towards the early hour of the morning, Ngoni took Kajuju's hand and placed a gentle kiss on her knuckles, just as he had done when they first met. Until next time, he said, his eyes holding a silent question. Kajuju smiled, her heart echoing the sentiment. Until next time. With a final lingering look, they parted ways, each carrying them the memory of a night that felt like a chapter from a fairy tale. The city lights continued to twinkle, unaware of the magic they had witnessed that night. The magic of two souls finding each other in the midst of a bustling world. The end.
Wow, that is beautiful. You wrote that?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, I have a blog. I used to write stories regularly,
Mm-hmm.
and then I had paused for some time because I think the demands of corporate life overtook me, and then I just stopped writing completely because I would get creative block every time I would want to write again. And when I get a good idea, I'm showering, so I can't use my phone, so I can't write it down. So
The best ideas always come in the shower.
for me, yeah,
Mm.
that's it's either on the shower or on the treadmill. Yeah, and this story was on the treadmill.
I
Yeah,
love how you've
yeah.
played with the words.
Thank you, thank
I've
you.
never heard one of your stories, so
Oh, this
the
is the first time.
this is the
Yeah,
first time, so
fairs,
I'm
fairs,
really intrigued and
fairs.
impressed by it.
Thank you.
I have a question though.
Yeah,
This was a first date, right?
it was a first date in a while.
In a while?
They had met before, but nothing had really come from it.
Yeah, I could tell they had met before
Yeah,
from the necklace, and he
yeah,
said, I was thinking about you.
yeah,
So it means
yeah.
it meant they knew each other
They
from
had
before.
known of each other. Yeah, yeah.
Did they have like an intimate connection before? This is.
Now you see, if we start going down that road, then I'm gonna give away my because a lot of these stories also they mirror some of the happenings that were in my life at the time. I think this was 3 years ago. 3 years ago. Yeah, 3 years ago.
So this is a true story?
Yes, ish. Yeah, ish. There's some elements of exaggeration here and there. Sushi is
Chachisha
really
kidogo.
expensive. Yeah, yeah, and
The only
also
part umechachisha is the sushi part.
also
Everything else,
the
the
fact
magic, the connection.
the fact that there is a sea in the city. In this city, the only sea is South Sea, and it's when it rains.
Cheeky.
So yeah, so they knew of each other. Yeah, I wrote a sequel to this.
Mm-hmm.
The love ended very poorly.
Oh no.
Yeah,
After such a magical night.
100%. That's also a very common theme in my stories. Like when you think I'm about to zag, I'll
See.
zoink, not even zig. Exactly. You see? Yeah.
Okay, so why is it that you said it's something common in your stories? Is it just the zig and zag and you said zoink?
Yes.
Is it just in this type of love story where we expect a magical ending and you decide to go the other way completely because of life experiences, or it's just, you know, never letting us know what your next move is?
It's a bit of both. Yeah, because also my life experiences are zoinks. Many of them are zoinks. Some zags and a zig here and there. But never let them know your next move. That's something that I particularly enjoy in the art space. I mean, one of my favorite movies is Predestination, and
I watched it.
yeah, that's up until the end of the show. You're like, what's going on? And when it even happens, then when you try and explain to someone what that movie is about, yeah,
It's
you really
confusing.
can't explain because it starts at the end and ends at the start.
Curious.
Mm.
If this love story ends badly, is it because of the guy or just they didn't? Is it their chemistry is off or it's because of the guy? And the reason I'm asking that is when they were at the restaurant and oh, he was charming and he had so much character. I've recently watched a movie called The Housemaid. I don't know if you've seen it.
I haven't had it. I've not seen it.
It's about this. Okay, let me not spoil it for people who have watched it.
Okay.
But it's a very charming guy. But in the end, we find out it's all
A facade.
a facade, all of it.
Feel like a you
Type, I've not seen you.
archetype of
I've just seen
personality.
one
Yeah,
season. So
it's
something like that, yeah.
fairs. Mine plays upon the murkiness of daily life. Um, I think I can spoil because I can tell another story later on. She gets a miscarriage, and he and isolates him from that entire process, and he seeks solace elsewhere. And he
Hmm.
also doesn't have the emotional capacity to hold her in that moment. So it does end tragically for them. But that's not a personal thing. Me, I don't have any kids in
You
this
said it will
city.
end tragically, but I didn't expect it like that bad. Come on. You're trying to make her sad or
Zoink, zoink. Anyway, that concludes today's episode of Storytime with RJ with my very beautiful guest.
thank you.
Um, See you all on the next one. Bye bye.